Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We just got the official trailer for Superman. If this is your first time here, please do us a favor, like, subscribe, click the bell, all that. It's completely free, helps us out a ton, and we would greatly appreciate it. But I mean, it's here. I don't even need to talk for this. We will talk after the trailer. So this is going to be the shortest intro ever.
Let's get right into it.
So without further ado, let's get into the official trailer for Superman. What is...
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah.
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
Sure.
Why is voice cracking?
I know.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Oh my God, I love them. I love them.
You've come under a lot of fire for what some
It's a
might.
lot of
It's a lot. Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions.
Uh-oh.
That's funny.
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
Oh, we really are getting some, like,
Seemingly acting as a
narrative.
representative
I
of the
wasn't
United States
representing
will cause
anybody
more
except for me.
problems around the world.
And doing good.
Oh my goodness.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, there's a shot from the production sets we were seeing.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
My boy's nice. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. There's this. Oh, look at her suit. It like, whoa.
Your choices.
Krypto's in here fighting.
Actions.
Oh, is that Pa Kent's voice?
Makes you who you
Oh, that was like home video footage. That's what it looked like.
That's what it looked like, yeah. There's Mr. Terrific.
Man. He's not a man. He's an
Oh, there's Metamorpho.
Metamorpho on everybody.
somehow become the focal
Cool
point
shot.
of the entire world's conversation. I
Oh
will
my goodness.
not accept that.
Oh my. This,
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
oh my goodness. It is like,
I feel overstimulated right now.
it's so, that's what I'm saying. It's like such an overstimulation.
You have a dog?
They gotta keep putting Krypto in here. They gotta keep putting, oh my goodness. All right, everyone, that was the official trailer for Superman. Definitely got more, you know, dialogue, narrative of what Luthor is clearly trying to do and
I
how
don't
the
really
people
got a
see
narrative.
him.
I still feel like we're not clear on the narrative. I still feel like they're like I feel like the only kind of narrative we got here is just Superman saving the day and feeling like he's doing good, where Lois, I guess, doesn't think he's doing good.
It's
Like,
not
you don't really
Lois,
get
it's
much of the
just
narrative other than obviously Superman's gonna be facing opposition, but like that's the only narrative part we get.
No, we were actually how basically the people are looking at how they are, like, they're seeing him as being, you know, a someone who doesn't obviously belong here, causing destruction and all this stuff that comes with the character. And it's like,
Oh, okay.
we got some, okay, there's been like a little rumor going around, or not rumor, I guess, just like we've heard of this scene between Lois and Clark talking.
I assume this is the scene.
I love it. Like Like everything Clark is doing, they're being snarky, but they're also like really getting in. They're getting
I don't
into
like how like overly like just as kind of like anal Lois is being to Superman in this clip. I don't know.
Well,
like,
you
it just
gotta
feels like
understand. This is probably a Lois who isn't like all completely lovey-dovey yet. Like this is a Lois who is probably like unsure. And
I get that. I just feel like Lois is. I don't know. I just feel like she would be a bit more rational, like especially considering she's literally interviewed. I get like I don't know. Maybe it is like the driving force of that conversation is like just straight politics. You know, maybe at that point they're not even together or like know each other very much. Because I just feel like a Lois that kind of is feeling Superman and gets the chance to interview him now that Superman maybe revealed himself to her or something. I feel like she wouldn't be as, you know, like pushy on
you
him.
don't think
like
so?
there.
If you dated someone for like a little bit and they reveal to you they're an entirely different person,
I don't because I
wouldn't
don't.
be
And it's
hesitant
just,
on maybe
I don't
the
because
intentions of this character. Maybe they're lying about other things.
I would, but I don't think Lois would. That's what I'm saying. I feel like Lois
Obviously,
would be a bit
that's
more
her
rational.
point. Is she's a very truth seeker. That's what Lois is, and this just looks like it is so sci-fi, like Silver Age-y. Like it's so like just splashes, like, and it is
Certainly, I feel like I just got done watching Speed Racer.
It is like
that trailer
an
was a lot.
There is a moment during. I mean, I got chills like not even a minute into the trailer, but like the second half of that trailer was like I was kind of like just looking, like it was like so much so
Me too.
fast. Obviously, the music amazing again. And yeah, it is just
The music
I mean,
is I'm gonna be honest with y'all. We gotta have a conversation about the music here. Okay. Once number one, I feel like they shouldn't have used the regular, you know, the Christopher Reeve theme. I feel like they should have came with their own theme. But you want to use the theme, fine. But here's the issue with it. It's starting to feel played out. Like in this trailer, I didn't really, at least in the last trailer, when that theme comes in, it's like whoa and shit. But here it's like it feels like it's starting to get kind of played out. Like I could go for something else, you know. But that's just me, you know. Maybe I'm not the classic Superman fan, but I could go for something else. It's not bad. It's just starting to like not stand out, like to me. I don't know. That part of it is starting to not stand out to me. As far as the stuff, again, there was so much stuff in this trailer.
the action looks phenomenal.
I'm really gonna have
like
to
I'm not even
rewatch
gonna
this.
lie. The action looks so
I'm gonna
kinetic.
have to really rewatch this trailer.
Okay.
The action reminds me of like the action in like Black Adam in the Flash. I'm just gonna be honest. It looks very kind of weightless at points, and at other points, I think the camera's doing a little bit too much.
It
at
has
certain
weight.
points.
The
I think the
camera's
camera's
doing too
doing
much
a tad
now,
bit too
folks.
much. Yes, yes, it is very possible for the camera to be doing too much. Yes,
It is possible.
very possible.
Yes, it is.
But I mean, it's not bad. It doesn't look bad at all. I think there's some wonky bits in here that I can't help but just be reminded of the Flash. And
right.
It just
and that's
rubs
obviously
you can't get mad at me if that rubs me the wrong way.
I can blame you for like simply following a trend, and I'm sorry if Henry brought him.
I don't think it's following a trend at this
by
point.
a pseudonym. I don't think this
trend at this
conversation
point.
would be as frequent. So I'm not going to entertain any of that. You know, the Flash had a lot
That's
of
fine.
issues.
I don't think it's crazy.
The
to say that the
cinematography not really being one of them.
Did the Flash
the
this movie and it looks similar? I don't think that's something crazy to say. I think you're the only one that's.
It's not, but I think that's why you're saying it, because you don't.
I'm saying it because I'm genuinely looking at the screen and there are moments that genuinely remind me of the Flash. And it's probably because it was shot by the same person. I don't know. Maybe use your brain.
Maybe. I don't think this conversation would be as frequent, though, is my only point.
I think movies are a visual, they're a visual, experience. That's a visual art form. So I would say that, that would be the topic of conversation. If it's, I mean, it's always going to be there. Like, I don't
right. I mean, it's preference.
The Flash doesn't look horrible to me. It's
actually
because
really
it kind of looks like it to me. It rubs me the wrong way.
I think the issue with that movie is other stuff that has to do with post. I think the way that movie shot is really good. The coloring.
I gotta go
but
back too in this trailer. There's a line David Corenswet says.
Is it at the end? The beginning?
No. It's in the beginning when he's talking to, not in the beginning, but it is that
when
part
he's
where
talking to
Lois. Yeah, and it's like the last thing he says. I think he says like I was saving them or something, and it comes off kind of, I don't know, like.
Well, obviously these things are cut. Like
the
these things are
acting
cut
there
up.
Yeah, maybe it's the. I know the guy is gonna. I know he went to Juilliard and he's David Corenswet and Henry Cavill is Henry Cavill and there's no way Cavill. There's no way.
No
David
one
Corenswet
brought
could
that
be
man
worse.
No one
Bro,
brought that
I'm
man
sorry.
up.
I'm sorry. I never saw Henry Cavill deliver a line like that. But maybe it's the context. Maybe it's the context. Who knows? I don't think I'm gonna be the only person saying it either. I'm just gonna be honest. It was kind of glaring to me. I don't know if you noticed it.
I didn't, because what they're getting heated. They're talking.
Yeah, but it came off like, I don't. Do you know what I mean? Like when somebody's acting and it comes off like they're
maybe I need to rewatch it, but
yeah, maybe you do. Maybe you were just so engulfed by all the emotions and all the just the trail, everything you're seeing.
The first words that came out of Clark and Lois's mouth, or it's like. Already,
the chemistry is definitely there.
Dynamite.
The way
like,
he kind of
already
the way they kind of have like.
What did they say? It was the first thing she said. What did they say? And he gave her such a smart, snarky kind of response back, and it was like, okay, I'm here. Like I'm here. We got definitely more like more shots
less Daily
of
Planet stuff. Not a lot of Daily Planet stuff. More like
it's like
heroics. More like heroics.
Yeah, definitely. We saw
I could already see,
Krypto's over here fighting the engine. I did not expect that. Like, that is crazy. I didn't expect to see Krypto actually like fighting in this movie. I thought Krypto was, maybe gonna save Superman, maybe cause some mayhem, but I didn't think he was about to be like fighting some things. The engineer suit like was reactive with her like powers. What does it remind me of?
It reminds me
like Mystique. It reminds me of like Mystique stuff a little bit, like how it comes out and like warps a little bit. That looks interesting, and it's so punchy. It's so like, I don't even know how to explain it other than like, yes, like it is like, it's almost overstimulating in terms of like the amount of color that's on the screen and the amount of sheer like, things moving and
I could
how much
totally
is
see
on.
the whole like the movie feels like a number of episodes. I could totally see that in this trailer.
Like with fighting multiple people and stuff.
It just feels like it. It just feels like this trailer just felt like I watched like multiple episodes of
really
Superman.
Feels like that could really give it a whole like, that could really differentiate it and make it feel like a Life of Superman movie instead of like
something about this that like, look, I get making your movies feel very comic booky and like I get that like all the grounded stuff, like you don't need that all the time, but I do feel like there's a sense of grounding that needs to be in this movie that I'm just not getting. Yes, preference. Needs, because I feel like yes, obviously it's personal preference, and the reason I say that is because there's something about this movie that gives me like a plastic toy in a box vibe, and I get that may be the goal. I get that may be the vision, is that kind of vibe, like, because honestly, seeing all the action sequences in this trailer, it felt like when you're a kid and you get the most random toys you could find and put them together and make them fight. And then once one of them breaks, you grab the next most random toy and do it. That's what it feels like. But I just feel like that it comes across kind of like too fiction, too non-believable, to the point where it's kind of to the point. Yeah, do you get me? To the point where it's kind of like fairy tale.
I can understand what you're saying.
Happily ever after and less like stakes. It feels more like antagonists and less like stakes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I mean, it's personal preference for sure. Because I do like, the stories that are a bit more grounded and not as like, over the top. But
I'd have to
think,
go through
like, it
this
looks
trailer
for what it
again. Like
is.
that was a lot in 3 minutes, especially the last like 40 seconds. That last chunk was like so much stuff going on. We got some more like Mr. Terrific using his powers, or I guess like an extension of that like scene we saw in the first.
Who was he
trailer.
talking to when he said eyes up here, bud?
I think he's talking to the kaiju because he's like flamed up, you know. And we got that shot in the first trailer of the kaiju breathing fire.
I'm like, bro, is
I'm
Superman
like,
about to be
Superman.
whipping in here? Is
Bro,
Superman
that
about to be
gives
whipping
that
in
gives
here?
like a that gives him like a almost.
I
like,
just didn't. I just no. It gives him
like he
I
does
kinda
this
like it,
daily.
that's
Like
cool.
this is another job. This is another like we're doing this again. Like let's go.
Yeah,
Like
I like it.
I
It's
like
cool.
that.
I like
It's
it.
a little bit of flavor to my soups. I like that. And yeah, it seems like he's definitely going through it. He's out here getting like tossed into the grounds, and obviously I'd imagine there's a plethora of other things. Like we got an extension. We just got a lot of context definitely to some scenes, but it seems like there's other scenes more extended. There was a shot in here, like I want to go through this trailer, but there's a shot in here of that like orb in the back. You know what, that we were all wondering what that was, but it looks crazy.
Still wondering.
It looks way crazier now. It doesn't look
It
like
looked like Guy Gardner was probably doing something with it.
that could be
Like
the
way
that
it
could
was
be the
green
case.
on the, it looked like there was like a green, not a net, but like something like that, like a
I guess you
shield
saw Guy
or
Gardner
dome.
like slap someone away with like a hand what would you call a hand construct? Like these are such Guy Gardner things. He
I'm
is
gonna be
not
honest.
imaginative at
I'm
all.
gonna be honest. I get establishing heroes in your world. There's just something that feels like these. There's just something that feels like these heroes are so unnecessary, like in this movie. And like there's something in me that feels like maybe it wasn't this at first. Maybe it was just Mr. Terrific at first, or maybe it was like something, because it just feels like their inclusion feels like tacked on. Like
So
it
you don't
doesn't
think
feel like
that's a part
it
of the
doesn't feel
story?
like the fabric of the story. Part of it is different. Fabric is different. It doesn't feel like the fabric of the story. You know what I mean?
Why
like,
does
this
it
is
have
one
to
of the-
be? Why can't the fabric of the story be Clark and Lois? And in Superman's world, this is
Everything should be the fabric of the story. That's what I'm saying. Everything should. Where
What?
this
Things
looks
are gonna
kinda-
be
it-
more
this feels-
integral to a story. What do you?
No, I'm not
What are you
saying
talking
it should
about?
be. No, obviously things are gonna. It doesn't feel like it's a part of the fabric of the story. The whole entire story James Gunn wanted to come with or whatever. It just doesn't feel like. This
I guess
was
I
part of
could
the
see
plan. It
that
feels
from
tacked on.
the trailers, I guess. But from what they're giving me and from what we know of like how these heroes are and what Superman's doing, kind of resetting the status quo almost.
Is
I
he
feel
though?
like-
Because they're wearing the same suits in Peacemaker season 2, and if Peacemaker season 2 takes place after Superman, I'm not sure it does. But if it does, how does that status quo change if they're wearing the same suit?
We have no clue. We have not seen the movie. We don't know the context
Obvious.
of these heroes. We don't know when that scene in Peacemaker takes place. There's a plethora of things that we don't even know if that is what happens in this
I am
movie.
surprised at how little like dialogue though we're getting.
This whole
Like,
trailer was dialogue.
The only thing we've gotten is the Lois Lane and Clark interview.
Mhm.
Pa Kent saying some things, and
And Lex Luthor.
did we get any dialogue? What did he say?
We got dialogue from Lex. He's just mad at Superman.
What did he say?
I don't know, because like that's what I'm saying. There was so much stuff happening that I'm like looking so much. Like I'm so
I don't know.
locked
Something
in.
scares me about that though. Something makes me feel like there's like a ton of jokes packed into here. Like something makes me feel like, and they're not marketing that. Like they're purposefully not marketing that. Like something makes me feel like
I
they're
expect levity
purposely-
in my Superman movie.
No, that's fine. But I'm saying I don't think
I don't think
WB
it's gonna
wants
be
to market
Peacemaker.
the movie
Like I
that
don't
way.
think it's gonna be.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like it could be,
I don't think it.
and we just don't know that because it's not being marketed.
No,
You get me?
obviously we can go watch the movie and it be a joke fest. That's definitely a possibility. But James Gunn has said multiple times. He's stated that this is like a serious.
He has stated
movie.
a lot of things. You have got to stop taking everything that this man says. Like
I'm just
like as
taking it from the
100% true
source.
fact.
Doesn't mean that's what I think.
The
I can walk
source
into
is
the
not
movie
the best
and it be a
sometimes, bro.
joke fest. But what we know, it is according to him, is this is a much more serious movie compared to something like a Peacemaker, like a the.
According to
Suicide
him, The
Squad.
Flash is one of the greatest movies of all time.
According to Tom Cruise too, right?
Yes, according to Tom Cruise
okay.
too.
Just want to make
And
sure.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not just gonna
you stay
listen
on
to
that.
what anybody says or does. No, it's not gonna happen.
Well, you can listen to it. You don't have
I'm
to
the cultist, mind you. Though.
believe
I'm the
it.
cultist.
You can listen to it. You don't have to believe it. You can walk into the movie and think it's a joke fest. But what we know right now, you're making up like almost preconceived like assumptions of like this is gonna be a joke.
I'm
fest.
making
They're
the
hiding
assumptions
stuff.
because
And it's like
because
we don't
they're
even know
purposefully
that.
I'm making the assumptions, but based on context because I feel like they're purposely not marketing it, and the stuff that they are marketing, it's not jokey, and it almost is. That's why I feel like it's gonna be jokey.
Yeah, there's definitely
because the
a
stuff they're
levity
marketing
to
is not,
this.
and it almost is. So I feel like the stuff they're not marketing is stuff that was worrying WB in the first place when the first rumors came out of the test screenings that were kind of mixed. Is that it's very much
Screenings.
Guardians of the Galaxy
Nice.
Superman. Yes, test screenings. It's very much Guardians of the Galaxy Superman. Like that's what they were saying, and I don't think WB wants to market that. I don't think they want to market Guardians of the Galaxy Superman. I think they want to market James Gunn, and that it's by the guy that did Guardians. I don't think they want to market that because I think it tested mixed with an audience.
Right.
I think
This
that
is
I
gonna
seriously think it did.
go in a loop. I'm not entertaining the like possible. I'm just
And
saying.
I'm not going to entertain.
He says
the
it's a more
flashes all
serious
over it.
movie, so that's all we can go from right now. Obviously, there's gonna be levity. I expect levity in my Superman movie. I expect that. But he says it's more serious. Now we can walk to the movie and it be the Suicide Squad, like jokes every minute, like. But right now, that's all we can go off of is what he's telling us. That's all we can, and what we've seen. And what we've seen is two trailers that are fairly, heartfelt, serious, and then a sneak peek, some levity, and then what else do we have? Well, that BTS didn't really show any like clip stuff, so that's all we got right now. And I really enjoyed this trailer. I gotta go through it again. Like I really do. I gotta because there was a lot.
It was
like,
a lot.
There's probably a lot. There's probably so much I missed, and I want to get
Honestly,
into
it felt like watching
seeing
that Super Bowl Flash trailer.
the Super
Like, it
Bowl
was
flash.
just like-
It was yeah. But you guys tell us in the comments below what you guys think
us
about
know.
the Superman official trailer. How excited are you for the movie? What did you like? What's the highlights of the trailer for you? Maybe your worries if you have any, and anything related to this. Give us your favorite Superman movie. Rank the Superman movies. Anything. Place anything related to this in the comments down below. We love discussing with you all. And if you made it this far and you haven't, please do us a favor and like the video. Subscribe and click that bell. Helps out the channel a ton, and we would greatly appreciate it. But other than that, it's been your boy Keezy.
Your boy Kels.
And hopefully we see you all in the next one.